Hey, what's up? Hey, Golden Seed. Hey, what's up, Average Neo Enjoyer? Hey, Lewis, not too much. How are you today? Any great build for a key destroying focus? What style? Because I know, for example, for samurai style, you could go for certain... Like, for samurai style, you could go for General of Ruin. So ninja, because you main Tonfa? Alright, I'll take a look. So Chicken Burrito, you baited Shingen's parry with Tengen's fire explosion, and then I parried his parry with Tonfa's parry. That's awesome! That sounds so cool. Alright, so key damage stuff, let's see if there's any sets that can support it. No, it's not key damage. Yes, you are very much a parry god, Chicken Burrito. Direct key damage type things? I don't have things specific for ninja style key damage. Hey Bran, good to see you too. I mean, maybe you could say Grace of Isranova, but it's only 7% martial art key damage. That's not really that impactful. So, I don't think a direct key damage route would be the way to go. But I think what you could do is just try to incorporate as many things to wind. Just have as much wind as you can. That's what I would say would probably work. So have like wind-based weapons, stack some key damage, but if you have wind, and you bluster an enemy, then you'll get 50% extra key damage against them, which for Tonfa is already pretty ridiculous. So that's probably what I would say would work. Go wind. Yes, blustering apparently increases the ki damage dealt by 50%. So I think that should probably take care of your ki damage concern. Just go wind. Just stack a shit ton of wind, do all the wind, and it doesn't matter if they have high wind resistance, they get blustered. And then, if you are bold, what you can do actually is if you want to be extra cheap. Alright, so there's, let's see. There's Berserk, right? Berserk greatly increases your attack power, but also increases ki consumption and ki damage received. Now, this is a buff for the player, but naturally you'll take more ki damage. So what you can do is, if you're sneaky about it, and I've seen players like Zelod do this, is he'll use the Nupepo, cast it on the enemy, right? They'll have increased damage, but also take greater ki damage, and then you bluster them, and then like their ki just fucking evaporates. That's if you want to take the risk. So I think it's like 2 instances, you'll basically do like double the ki damage. And so it can get ridiculous. But yeah, I think if you just went a wind build, we'd kick ass. Ah, right, and Chicken Burrito is also mentioning another great point. Winter Dawn plus Nupepo plus wind. So Winter Dawn is... where is it at? Is a buff for the Kusarigama. You use more ki, but you also inflict more ki damage. So it can become hilarious just deleting ki from enemies nonstop. So you can just use Kusarigama for this buff if you like. And then yeah, you'll be in good shape. So question, something I've been thinking lately, have you found any significant use for the elemental transformed arts that don't have a high elemental accumulation? Which ones? Are you talking about like the single hits that don't do too much? Like what abilities are you thinking of specifically that could help? But yeah, by the way, I'm going to be using different ninja weapons. Different ones today, so it's either going to be Talons, Tonfa, or Dual Ninja Swords. Right, so as Chicken Burrito is saying, it is a double-edged sword. Kusarigama Whirlwind Wind, for example. Talons? Alright, Talons is one. So then the question is, dual swords or Tonfa? Talon's water combo ender? Okay. I think for those, rather than... I like to think of that elemental application as more supportive in nature, or I have to spam the ability a lot more than anything else. It's not like, oh, I do this one ability, and then therefore it'll apply element. It'll usually be, oh, I use other things, and I just need a little bit extra. So let me start using these other things to seal the deal. Because Whirlwind Wind is pretty hilarious because Second Wind, or the... what's the follow-up to it? It's called Second Wind or something, right? Yeah, Second Wind. This does a very large amount of ki damage. So if you are able to apply wind on an enemy, the amount, like, your ability to inflict a ton of ki damage with this is remarkable. Like, I was surprised when I was doing the 4 Heavenly Kings yesterday. I think it was like 20% ki for some of the human bosses, and then... so there's that. It made an impact. That little bit extra is very, very small. It almost never helps at that. Well, I guess then the honest thing is I don't know the answer to that, because I haven't really tested those things. I don't have data to really understand. Normal whirlwind also does that key damage though. Right, I'm saying if you can apply wind. If you can apply wind, then second wind will be even crazier. But my honest answer is I don't know. I don't have enough experience with this stuff. The utility, the value of those things is not immediately obvious. Alright, so question. Which ninja weapon would you guys like to see me try? Dual ninja swords or Tonfa? I already have talons. But you guys let me know. But also there's stuff like Ninja Duel, Winds, Martial, Transformed Art. There's like 60% wind accumulation, which is crazy to me. Yeah, that's a lot. The thing is, I don't know the reasoning for each of these abilities. Dual Swords, perhaps? Okay, you got it. So Talons and Duels. I wish I knew the reasoning to this stuff, but the answer is I have no fucking clue. I do not know why they do. I do not know the reasoning behind half this shit. For a lot of the elemental stuff, there's just so much information. I have some ideas about certain things, but other than that, it's just a guess. Team Ninja will just put things in the game, and I'm not really sure what their vision is for it, so it can be a little irritating. Yo, what's up, Jax? I hope there is just much more to them that we can see now. Yeah, I certainly want that to be the case. Yeah, some of the transformed arcs are super strong, and some of their appeal is readily obvious. Others not so much, and that can be a bit frustrating. Yeah, while some are just colorful, I know, right? Let me try a drifting counter. The strat I'm thinking of is Evaporating Key for ninja build. Non-winded switch to grapple damage build. Nice, yeah. That can work pretty handily. So okay, actually, average Neo Enjoyer, the text here will explain what other thing it provides. Whirling type, so for talents, for example, you got the quick hits. This one is not only do you get water slashes, but you get a little bit of a wave. So it is a modification of the ability to have a range component to it. So it isn't just, oh, weak sauce elemental application, as I think you're saying. It's, no, it modifies the ability. This one has a surprisingly decent amount of elemental application. I'm just gonna use regular though. I'm kinda trying not to use elemental application all that much. Okay, I'm gonna change up my Guardian Spirit. Glad you fared well with the storm. Me too. I'm glad I'm okay too. Fortunately, things just went past us and nothing to really worry about, so I'm grateful for that. One of the things you try with Ninja is simply to not use grapple, but keep attacking, and because I got very high ki damage, so the enemy can't really do much except just keep getting hit or block until they break. Yeah, and grapple will reset them. Yeah, it's useful for now. I imagine for New Game Plus 2, we'll have to grapple to dispel the curse or something, that's my guess. Alright, let's change my feathers. Try pinwheel, why not? Zero ki combo being gone is a bit incorrect. And I keep hitting them in the winded state, their ki won't go back, just won't go back to full. Yeah. I've just pummeled enemies to oblivion. It's just that you want to keep an enemy basically useless, the demands to do so are just higher. I'm like, oh yeah, beyond infinity, okay, human useless. Finally got a build together, and honestly, versatile warrior and adaptability is amazing so far. It doesn't even do much damage, so I can combo still. Nice. So chicken burrito for the zero ki combo stuff is just humans got very fast ki regen this time. Yeah, they do. Let's have a warm-up with this. Any tips on how to get Neo 3 for free? Steal it from somebody. The whole concept of applying a status through repeated hits just doesn't really fit Neo under the current rules. Like, you either instantly apply with a transform art, which feels slightly too powerful, or you end up spamming it to apply the element at all. Hopefully some balance thing. Maybe just something where it just feels appropriate for everything. Maybe some things could be balanced. Also, I'm glad the spear got a very new solid mystic art that increases the weapon's potential. Now Rainbow Ruse allows for mid-air combos. Yeah, it's cool. I like it too. Game shares consensual stealing? Now we're talking, right? Statuses need slower decay to allow for a weaker accumulation to exist. A bunch of different things. Hopefully they get changed. Cool. Now I'm starting to use pinwheel shuriken. This could be fun. Cool. Pretty good, pretty good. I do hope that in the future for Neo 3 we get some sort of balance patch of sorts, because in what the exact balance changes would be, I'm not certain. I don't think I have enough knowledge yet to definitively make conclusions. So hopefully they can adjust things so that things overall feel better. I understand it's very vague. It's from what the statement I'm making, it's just there's so many nuances to things that I'm like uncertain about. So for example, you could say, like for the transform arts, for example, it's like, hey, you got to use the same skill twice in order for it to have its effect, right? Now, in theory, like, just making it so the ability would apply the element could work would be cool. But given that I have no fucking clue what the vision is with the transformed arts sometimes, I just can't say, hey, that should be the change. Whatever changes need to be made aren't obvious. Another thing, I've heard Odachi's weak on ki damage. I've heard that claim before. And at first I thought that was kind of the case too. And then I realized, bro, just use Subtle Blade, problem solved. And learn how to use some Odachi skills a little better. And I'm like, oh yeah, problem solved. I'm like, oh, alright, this shit is nuts. Or I've heard, hey, ninja style damage is overtuned, reduce it. And then I'm like, wait a minute, samurai style, this is fucking hilarious. This is just like so cheap. Arts proficiency on Fist of Reckoning to activate it, or Water Sword, is just stupid. It's like, alright, I got like a semi-infinite ability that hits super hard. Like, that's ridiculous. Or Ground Sweeper, or a lot of those other things. Is Subtle Blade a big increase? 30% extra key damage. Is there any way to combo using Gakis? You're emotionally banned, Oni Ryu. Hey Star, I'm doing pretty good. Yourself? Are transformed arts just for the visuals with bonus damage, or about the elements? Depends on the transformed arts, which is why I can't definitively answer it. Because I don't know. I don't know the vision for this stuff. They just say, hey, we're gonna do these things. And I'm like, but why? I wanna know why. Because otherwise, without any sort of foundation to attach myself towards, like, any sort of ideas or, sorry, if I have nothing to attach myself to in terms of like this fundamental vision, I have no, like, I'm just flailing about wildly. Right, so some skills it's a bit more obvious, others not so much either. Like you're saying, Swift Step Heavy, its utility is very apparent, and I think it's a bit more obvious. But then it comes to things like... It'll come to things like, for example, like Death from Above Water. Like, okay, I guess it's water, but why is it water over a different element? Like, what's the idea behind it? Is there a theme with it? What's going on? I don't know. Like, I guess it's cool. Heaven's Clash Wind, why is it wind as opposed to, say, fire? A lot of these elemental things aren't clear. Some of it I can attribute to certain thematic things, and maybe there is... like, all this shit looks awesome, but I'm wondering why is it put in? Not because I disagree with it, I just want to understand what was their thinking, as opposed to just like, oh, let's roll the dice, and Beyond Infinity, we're gonna put fire on it. I'm like, okay, I guess, but... I presume there's a bit more meaning. No, I'm not expecting them to handhold us. Like, some of the stuff we can figure out. Like, Focus Strike Heavy, it's... The differences between this and the normal ability are, like, strikingly different, so it's easier for players to understand. Like, this is like, oh shit, it's so obvious. This is very much high risk, high reward. So maybe, because of that, I might use it only when I feel safe to do so, or as a finisher. Because trying to land this attack from behind, I can't think of many opportunities I can pull that off. But if I can, it's super huge damage. Like, that much is obvious. I think enough to players. But other things like, wait, why Sky Piercer fire? Why fire? Like, okay, I see a slash, a range slash, but why that specific element? So, these are some burning questions that I have. And I would, and pun totally intended, given the ability. But yeah, those are things that I want. Or like, hey, why is Kurama's Sword Dance's wind animation look rather lackluster, considering the wind aspect of it is actually significant? I think a lot of the physical transformed arts, like combo or pierce, or heavy, or jump, impact, and so on, like a lot of these things, it's kind of obvious what they do. It's like, oh, I use this to pierce through an enemy. Great. Therefore, anytime I see pierce on something, it means I pierce through an enemy. Very obvious. Jump. Oh, there's some jump thing put into it. Like, it's very definitive as opposed to, oh, it's just like here's an element attached to it. Like, I guess. But I don't know. That's the thing. I'm guessing. And I'd like a little bit more certainty to some of these things. More understanding of the pros and cons. Like, sure, it says longer window before use. Like, okay, I guess I get more water damage, but is it worth it? Is it worthwhile trade? I don't know. Some of these things I imagine they picked for thematic reasons. So, like, whirlwind wind, I'm like, okay, it's wind, so therefore whirlwind, the wind is in the name, so wind. But I got attacked. So just stuff like that. One thing I wish Team Ninja did was just explain why they're doing what they're doing, and even if I don't agree, that's fine. Just some reasoning, even if like just something, so I can like try to figure out what's happening. It would really help to make understanding the game at large just a bit more enjoyable. Today I beat Heian and I beat 2 main bosses in your first try. Nice! I'm not sure if I can feel proud for that. Dude, look, just... You beat Neo 3, it may have felt easy to you, but good job. It felt good it's still first try. So, congrats on doing that, and have fun. If you want a greater challenge, just keep playing through the game. And it's okay, usually playthrough 1's the easiest playthrough anyway. So a question, when Yasha spins her weapon 360 degrees, you deflect the entire time. Can you give me some tips on how to do that? What's the secret to the timing? It's a lot of rapid presses, and I would say start trying to deflect earlier than you might think. Was the focus strike heavy, even full charge in the preview? Let me see. Do they have the delay in it? Should be like a pause. I think that's the full charge. It would be great if these elemental arts were great at sustaining elements sufficiently enough so that you can throw them out every now and again as opposed to spamming. That's a good point. If they're like maintenance for elements, then that'd be different. That'd be clear, but it's not. It's again not clear. I don't mind the variants not having a significant purpose. They make me feel cool. Yeah, I mean, they're cool, no doubt. I still would just like to know why. Even if the reasoning isn't like 100% solid, just understanding, oh, this is the vision that the developers had when they picked this. This is why they kept the numbers, tweaked it as it is. So, you know, there's that. Like is fine. Like, it's, again, they don't need to be like superb elemental things, because then people will just pick them over the alternatives. It's fine to have different pros and cons, but just you know, just some reasoning. They could say, hey, we didn't want any of these elemental abilities whatsoever to be used for the purpose of applying elements to replace other things. They're like, okay, then why are they there? Like, we wanted them to be used for insert this. Just something that's thought out. But oh well. Anyway, I don't make this game. Just a personal desire. Anyway, Roos, holy shit, it's been a while since I've seen you, dude. How have you been? I hope you're doing well. I imagine they work well enough against enemies with big elemental weaknesses, perhaps, yeah. Thanks, I wanted to ask, is the third map longer than the second? So you have three super huge, you have 3 big maps. You have the Warring States, then you have the Heian, and then the last one's Bakumatsu. There's some other ones in between, but they're smaller. They're not like as like when you get to the Bakumatsu map, you're gonna be like, holy fuck, this is huge. I would say, approximately speaking, the 3 major maps are percentage-wise of the game are about as follows, and this is just a rough estimate, and not including the Antiquity and the other stuff in the end of the game. So it's like Region 1 accounts for roughly 40% of the game, including everything. Region 2, I would say, is shorter, closer to like 25%. And then the last region is like 35%. It's huge. It's just, it takes a long time, so there's that. Right, the other maps are like just really big missions. I think that's a great way of putting it. Okay, what was the other bit that you had asked? Oh, how long? Yeah, you're in the game. If you just beat Heian, and I think you're on Antiquity now, you're probably like about halfway through the game, I'd say. But the Bakumatsu map is much, much larger than Heian. I remember there was a point I'm like, holy shit, this game doesn't end. No, Antiquity is not the last map. You're at like pretty much you'll see. There's more. I remember I thought Antiquity was the last map. I'm like, oh man, we're going back in time. Nope. You'll see. Just keep going. You're at like the halfway point. So all I will say is you're about at the halfway point. Enjoy what Antiquity and thereafter will present. I'm sure you'll have a blast. If you're enjoying it so far, it just keeps getting more enjoyable. So Autumn, you're watching a trailer for a movie where a girl travels through time in Japan. She seems to bring some drugs to Nobunaga. Reminded me of a certain mission in Neo 3. Fair enough. Alright, let's go. Let me not get too complicated. What's that movie called? No idea. Nice, I might clip that. Shit, seriously? Ah! This is different. I'm not using the elemental feathers now. I'm using Pinwheel Shuriken. Oops. Oh my god. So confused what was happening there. Dude, no back damage. Yikes, that makes it a lot harder. Feels great to be able to throw a big shuriken while middle of the fight, but it's certainly a challenge, especially when there's so many things going on. Stay far away and throw those is easier, but I'd rather throw hatchets then. Yeah. Hey, Amber. Dang, no back damage. At least I couldn't figure out how to do it against him. So that made it a lot tougher. Dude, ninja style damage can feel so shit without it. I mean, as it's meant to. Yeah, that's the edge that samurai style has, is it doesn't give a fuck and it will just shred. Damn. I'm enjoying Ninja Style quite a lot, actually. Even more than before. Oh my god, I just like fucked it up towards the end. Try to get crushed on Takeda only to realize after 100 tries there's no title for him. Oh man. Hey Poofer, I watch your streams all the time at work, but I usually don't have the type. Well, thanks for dropping by. Now that I'm playing through Nioh 2, I hopefully finally get good at Samurai. I hope so too. Hope you have fun while doing it. This is a lot harder than I give it credit for. Oh dang, oh my god. he jumping on? What is he on? What was that? He's kicking my ass. This is so much harder. Dude, that's not easy. Nino and Avernus, both of you are mean. Dude, that wasn't easy at all. I had a lot of trouble staying on him, keeping the action going. Like, without Kipos, it definitely requires a different tact. Hey Poofer, do you have a tip for dodging forwards into things when you have things like dual ninja swords counter-equipped? That's a good question. I don't think I've been dodging forward. As stupid as this sounds, I haven't been dodging forward, so I haven't noticed it. I'm still trying to figure out how to work in that input without it screwing up my dodges. It's hard.
Asahi Shogun! Minamoto no Yoshinaga ga dai issho! Tomoe! すか。平家の武者どもよりよほど骨があるわ。
Nino,
波間の
no.
大規模も射抜きし我が家受けてみよ。
Difficult, difficult.
八幡大菩薩に誓って次は負けはせぬ。鎌倉を脅かす者誰であれよ。
No, I hate the poison. Fuck that. What you doing? Dude, he hasn't done a single burst attack. Aren't you gonna do it? Oh, this is so frustrating, bro. This is so painfully slow. Dude.
お主がおれば少し
あ
楽ができたろうな。
Okay, now we got Yoshi.
天狗の太刀、幾頭の兵法、平家を下した力、ご覧のように。 王子様、本気を見せましょう。
Oh! God. that's not easy.
弁慶や平家の重さ
The
にも劣らぬ
repositioning
腕
game
前よ
is very challenging. Oh, okay. Let me catch up to chat. Because I had a lot of trouble with it. Okay. Did someone ask a question that I missed? I'm trying to quickly scan chat. You missed Benkei? He's in our hearts. Blocking Ninja? Blocking Ninja can be interesting, yeah. Yo, that was not easy. I noticed that I have a good knowledge of enemy moves and my own moves, but I have a hard time timing things and chaining things together. Yeah, that takes a whole other level of practice to take the knowledge that you have and actually apply it. It's like kind of, you gotta scaffold it, layer it. In your view, would this improve with time and practice, or should I focus on? I would say start small. I would just say start small and build up on it. That's all. Trying to take all the knowledge and then trying to do that all at once to time everything and chain everything together is too tall of a task at once. Just try to weave in like one thing so you can consistently know, oh, I can time this attack in this situation. Oh, I feel comfortable now. Then if I can time this, then I can chain another thing. So for example, let's say against... Give me like, what weapons are you using, Bran? And I'll try to assist. Axe, Cestus, Ninja Sword, supposed to have? Okay. Here's a real simple one. Yokai enemy about to run out of ki, or let's say they're transitioning into the Dark Realm or refreshing their ki, right? You can just, the moment you know, oh hey, they're gonna start refreshing their ki, start using Rumbling Earth, fully charge it. Fully charge it. And then you'll delete a ton of their ki. And then you can usually sequence something else after. You can try that. So that's me using enemy knowledge to use a very specific move, which then can allow me to think of other things. For example. I've tried Coil Spring Pierce, but man, I lack a lot of damage here. So I'm actually gonna try... Let's try Water Sword. Yep, exactly. When you can find one thing that's kind of safe to do in those situations, it becomes your foundation, which then you can start building upon it. Should I use Shadowclad if... Oh, sorry, not Shadowclad. That's me. Beyond Infinity if I struggle with timing on it? Beyond Infinity as it is good, even without the strict amazing timing. But if you can get the timing down, it just makes it that much better. So yeah, try it out. Also, Ninja limitations kind of made me break my habit of sticking to what I find comfortable and experiment way more. Yeah, same here. Yeah, I have a currently useless Shadowclad. I don't really need that. I'm not using Shadow Arts Ninjutsu anymore. This is cool with element stuff, but now that I'm not using that like I was yesterday, I have to think outside the box. Streamflow I don't really need. It's not necessary. More often than not, I'm not using my ninjutsu. So what do I desire? A physical art type? No, that's usually not an issue. I might want Supreme Shift, actually. I'm going pure physical ninja, basically. I got Cannon Adept? Really? Using 2 pinwheels is hard? I bet it is. What bosses do you think should return to this game? They can, I mean, I wouldn't mind them bringing all of them back, just not at the expense of some of the creative stuff that Neo 3 has. That's all. You reviewing gameplay clips would be a funny concept. Like a fighting coach reviewing a boxing match. Oh man. I don't know if you guys would want that. I'm very critical of my own gameplay. I'm usually like, oh, I could have gone this here. I could have done that there. I could have done this here. I could have done that there. I should have known this here. I should have known that there. I'm not like self-critical to the point of like, oh gosh, I'm a piece of shit, but more like, hey, I can find a lot. I can say, oh, you missed this opportunity to use this move or that move. I can do that a lot. I just usually don't. But yes, I can understand why it might be a funny concept. Whoa! Holy shit, Raiju! What you... Whoa! Can't catch me. Raiju, can you get me? I'm over here. You missed. You can't make the jump now? Really? It's awful. Oh! Oh, that was mean. Alright, Swolpo, thanks for dropping by. Alright, relax, Raiju. Let's go over here. Hey, we can play over here. I'll probably die, but we can still play. What is he doing? Ah, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Raiju in his natural habitat. He likes to jump from ledge to ledge, as you can see. What a happy camper. Bro's just having fun, he wants to play. Whoa, shit! Bruh! Dick! Oh my god. Reminds me of like stuff from Wolong, just slightly. He's trying to find a serpent sweep user. I'm just having fun. I'm such a bully. Yeah, bully indeed. I used to be more critical when I watched people play. Like I would have physical reactions, eye rolling, sighs watching my friends play. Well, that's not what I mean by critical. I mean like a critique. I can point out issues without having a judgment upon them. I can say, hey, there's this thing, there's that thing, there's this thing, there's that thing. It's just a little different. Now I just kept out giggling and watched them suffer. Bro's just having fun, yeah. If someone wants my feedback, I can give it. They just need to tell me what type of feedback they're looking for. But like again, playing video games for fun is what I aim for, so like, I don't go out of my way to critique. Like, when I just watch players, if I'm looking for something to learn from, then I'll usually just look for specific things, and if it doesn't exist, I'll switch over. Yeah, I like Nuri Botake. I love that fight. I think it's one of the coolest ones. Aw, that could have been a cool kill. He's a bit cool, but phase 2 is hard to figure out. Yeah, phase 2 is very challenging. Oh my god! Yeah, the quick grab is rough. I like fighting Hirako. God damn it. The biggest issue you have with Hirako is there are too many effects. Yeah, I still like them. I like both versions for different reasons. Damn, if only I hadn't gotten hit, I would have clipped that. Crazy take, Hirako is easier for you than Shingen 2. Shingen 2 and Cookie Monster are the top two hardest for me. That's fair, whatever's difficult for you is difficult for you. You know, like Yoshinobu, because he flies everywhere? There. Wonder what boss everyone struggles with the most? It's a good question. Kunimatsu was the hardest for you? Yeah, I've heard that quite frequently. Kunimatsu and Yokai Shingon are your top 2 hardest? Interesting. Ooh, I struggle with the most? I think Hiriko might be my hardest. The final one. You saw what? What'd you see? Hiriko Kuni and Onmoroki, the big chicken. Elephant chicken. Or are we talking about Great Tengu? Big chicken. What's the backwards kick on the claws called? What are you talking about? This? Flying buck? Okay. What's my favorite flash attack for ninja style? I do like the dual ninja swords. Hatchets. Hatchets easily. Split stack flash attack is your favorite? Fair, fair. I feel motivated to mess around with your ninja build. Well, go for it. Try it out. Oh, tricky. No, I don't like it. I don't like that fight. I'm not happy with it. I'm gonna try it again. No. It felt messy. I know I could have done better. No way. Thank you, Amber. You've helped a lot with that. I'm being so greedy. Just kill me. Cause I quit before I could save. If I exit the mission, it'll save. Damn it! Alright. Yes, Lich. Alright, you got the kill, go ahead. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a full ninja style playthrough only, and then a samurai style only. And my goal is to get good with each of the styles entirely on their own, and then that should really help me understand how to mix them even better. Oh, so good until that point. Kill me. Whoa! Look! Wait! Hey! You got me onto the roof. Ah, that was pretty funny. That's never happened before. But samurai should be very straightforward, no? So the thing is, for me, Ninu, there are some situations I generally prefer to use samurai style, other ones where I prefer to use ninja style. I'm trying to basically reduce those moments where I'm like, oh shit, I'm more comfortable samurai or I'm more comfortable ninja, so that eventually what'll happen is I'm comfortable with both, and I'm comfortable no matter what style I'm in, which will help me with greater creativity. Samurai style will of course feel more straightforward, but it'll feel different, and so I'm just trying to learn that too. Get yeeted out of the arena, you'll probably not be able to get back to it if that happens. Yeah, probably. You don't think Great Tengu is that interesting of a boss? Fair. You don't like him. I like him. I think it's cool. Damn it. Oh, wrong button again. Oh, I did style shift flow. It's fucking muscle memory, man. Damn it. Oh, let me take a little mini breather. that was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I'll take it. Me likey. I even left the Great Tengu Soul Core. Okay, whatever. Alright. I have a question about Stranger of Paradise. At the moment, I can only use combo skills once or twice, then I run out of MP. There must be equipment or something later on to reduce the consumption or increase the gain, right? Yes! Once you get to DLC 2 content in the Rift, you can start, I'll put it this way, all the build options just get better and better as you progress through the game. So DLC 1 will introduce subclasses. Some of them, of course, have some amazing tweaks to them. Then you have DLC 2, which just explodes the loot altogether into some pretty amazing things. Think of it like in Neo, the difference between getting the Divine Graces and then the Ethereal Graces. There's like a big power jump. So it's pretty cool in that respect. So you'll not only be able to get things to help you reduce consumption, but also increase the gain. Effectively to the point you can have like almost infinite MP. So yeah, have fun with it, Avernus. Yo, that was fun. I enjoyed fighting Great Tengu. And really using Mist tactically. Like, I've gotten a lot more comfortable with that. Just like, oh, attacks? Let me not dodge. Let me have my default be Mist. Because if I'm just evading for a reposition, why the fuck am I wasting ki when I should only really be using evade as like my last resort to avoid damage? When really what I ought to be using is Mist more often than not. Get a free dodge and get them distracted so I'm safer so I can do more attacks. And like that was cool. That was really cool to like get into. So yeah. Pretty cool. It really changes how I approach fights too. To like just constantly Mist. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the thought that Team Ninja had when they put in Mist altogether. The distraction is not super long, but it is significant enough to make a difference for me. Especially when I'm doing lots of different things very quickly, then it's very apparent. Then it's like, oh, boss just slightly mistargets and misses me. And I'm like, oh shit, that means I can circle around and attack them and get a lot of free hits and go all out more. Sequence this, sequence that. Like, it makes a difference. Cool. Now, if you take your sweet time with Ninja style and just, like, do a couple of hits and then, like, wait for, like, 3 years, it's not that big of a deal. You're not gonna notice it. But when speed goes up and you're doing lots of actions and you're constantly in the action... Oh, it's so noticeable. I'm like, oh wait. Am I using the Mist skill that creates after images? That is what Mist does by default, but I think you're talking about the extra one. Oh, you're talking about Hollow Form? Yeah, I use this. I think this doesn't distract them any further, it just leaves an image, which can help me regain ki, which is very valuable. Like, very, 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 very valuable. Do more damage with Mist, which can be handy. So Mist in general, by default, reposition, and then distract them. It's okay, as it says here, using Mist after an attack will cause you to turn your body, evading the attack without consuming ki. So you'll just avoid an attack, right? So just a quick reposition. But for me, the biggest thing is that you will temporarily distract an enemy. It's for a very short period of time, but it's so good. It's a very short period of time, but it is very valuable. That split second, it's like a split second where you can see there's like an after image there. It's like a split second. But as you know, enemies can attack pretty quickly. And I'm sure you know the difference of when an enemy is going to hit you versus when they're going to fucking whiff. And when they whiff, especially when it's like a very long animation thing, oh, it's great. Like against Blood Edge Demon the other day, what I did was I used Mist. And you know that like when they do jump back and a lunge, right? And it's like an instant kill, basically. Yeah, I remember I got a successful Mist and distraction with that. So he went for the image. Like he was like, oh, I see image, I go for it. I'm like, bro, I am free to do whatever I want. Put it another way, it's like, you know when you're in co-op and you have someone tanking aggro and you're like, oh dude, I got a free license to kick ass. I don't have any pressure on me. That's what Mist is like when used well, in my opinion. So it's pretty solid. General of Ruin. Key damage on deflect. That would be a bad idea to give it to me, because then people would have even less key. Yes, it's a big aspect of Ninja. Missed distractions, creating openings, yep. It's fun. I like it a lot. There's also Mist that throws Shuriken as well, but it's weapon exclusive. Mist that throws Shuriken? I know Evade can throw Shuriken, that's what I have. You can evade, and then you can throw a Shuriken for free. And the Scampus as well. Mist that throws Shuriken? I don't think so. Apocalypse and Kanagi don't. You got throws for hatchets. You got the usual for split staff. Mist to do more damage for the next martial arts. I mean, this actually seems pretty ridiculous if you missed a lot, like me. I obviously like, hey, give me some key back. That's always fun. There's create a shadow of yourself that temporarily attacks enemy attention. I imagine this is just enhancing Mist. Do more damage. This is the moon shadow thing. Do more damage, damage things. Maybe it's a ninjutsu. Are you talking about Gust Style Shift, as Peeping is saying? Style Shift Gust? You just do Style Shift and you repel the attack. Which is obviously really cool. So is the split staff ability that replaces Myth with the little pole vault to downgrade? Oh no, you're gonna love this, Austin. You're gonna love this. No, it's the best of both worlds. It's not a replacement, it's an enhancement. So what will happen is you will leave your image and then you can just darting cloud like 500 miles away. It's very good. It is not a downgrade, it's a significant upgrade. Topho is the one in which it's a trade-off. So the Mist, you don't travel as far with Mist, unfortunately, but your iframes go up. So it's a trade-off. Yeah, Split Staff is very good in that respect. Yeah, vaulting over attacks is pretty cool, yes. Ooh, that's fast. Vaulting over attacks is funny, oh yeah. If there's one thing that's so satisfying in Neo, is to get that like hitbox, sweet hitbox stuff. Feels so good. It's like, oh, I gotta wait. Like, I think some of you guys enjoy when I'm like able to avoid wake up attacks with things like Spear. So, you know, like against Yoshitsune where he does the sword wake up. And then I'd use Spear to do Call the Herd and like evade it in a literally like artsy way. That type of shit feels so good. Or it's like when you use Changing Ways to avoid a ground sweep attack. And you're like, yo, it's so awesome. Or now what we have in Neo 3 is we can very deliberately do things in midair. Right, so if Yamagata Masakage, the yokai version, does that big fire wave, you can just jump up and avoid it. So using split staff to dart over enemies feels so good. You love to dodge sweeps with Flying Monkey. Oh, Darting Cloud's so good. No Oni. No Oni. Okay, so it's Lingering Shadow combined with Hollow Form and a skill that throws Shuriken as you dodge. That makes me think it's a mist throwing Shuriken. Okay. Makes perfect sense. Cool. You have to turn around. That was kind of cool. me get rid of Water Sword Water. Hey, what's up, Tree? Good to see ya. You jumped over Kagetoki's Wolf Summon with Heaven Flash? Oh, that's so good. That's the fun stuff, man. Oh, it's so satisfying to pull that off. Maybe I'll clip that. No. Oni Ryu, no. No, stop. No domain expansion. Bruh. Oh, I've done ninjutsu on accident hundreds of times. Just like so many times. I'm like, oh shit, I did flux. Oh shit, I didn't need to do that. Oh shit. I'm so guilty of it with Tonfa. It's a very normal thing. No, I'm not gonna clip that. Okay, kind of neat. Dual ninja swords are great. Just a little tricky for me to use, but that's just the nature of the learning curve, you know? Can you burst counter using a Guardian Spirit ability? Yes. I do so very frequently, actually. I'm really enjoying how unique each ninja weapon is for different things. Some excel in the air, some mesh well with ninjutsu, some are just tanky melee, really multi-dimensional. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Would you rather fight 300 roach-sized Gakis, or would you rather fight 30 Gaki-sized roaches? I'm not answering that question. This is just... You're just trying to destroy my mental health. I'm not falling for it. I think I've unlocked that ability, but I never used it. But I guess some Guardian Spirit skills are better purposed for burst counter than others, right? It's more about... The best way I can put it is each Guardian Spirit skill, when it's used for a burst counter, or a burst break as they call it in this game, it's really situational. So some will be better for... It's kind of like in Neo 2, Phantom, Brute, and Feral. They worked better in certain scenarios than others. So different pros and cons. For example... This one is obviously really good to pull you towards a character. But if you whiff, it sucks. And there's a range to it. You of course have the summons, and the different summons do different things. I know, for example, which one was it? Was it Holt? No, it wasn't Holt. It was Oh, right? So this one just leaves a trail behind, right? And I would summon it quite early, and because and the game registers the trail as stuff that can shut down burst attacks. So if an enemy does a burst attack and they're in that trail of wind, then they will stop. Like, they'll get burst breaks immediately. I did that in one of my YouTube shorts against Ryomen Sukuna. I used this Guardian Spirit summon and then sequence Limitless Tough. And then as soon as Ryomen started doing his burst attack, it shut it down. And then I just got the Limitless off safely. So that's obviously awesome. But there are different pros and cons to each of them too. Enko is ridiculously fast, both in the air and in midair. So you might think, oh, but it kind of competes for Shamichoro, right? But the thing is, this one cannot be used in midair. So you have to be on the ground to use it. And it's one of the very few Guardian Spirit skills for Ninja Style that cannot be used in midair. I think the only other one is Murakumo, which has to be used on the ground. But most of the time, for Ninja Style, they can be used in midair. I think Nakamata also cannot be used in midair. So I think 3 total. Yeah, Ninja Style has three things that cannot be used in midair for the Guardian Spirit skills. The summons have to be used on the ground. I think there is no exception to that at this time. So even within these two, they compete. This one has a notoriously short range, but is incredibly fast and can be used in midair as well, which is very useful. This one cannot be, but is still quite handy. So yes, it gets very deep very fast. Samurai Style, similar principle as well. Samurai Style in general, most things are on the ground. The exceptions are Shinroku. So you could be in the air and do this. I think the other one is Murakumo, where this one can also be used as a lightning teleport in midair and is very effective. But it's very powerful, but it also costs more spirit force. So yes, it goes very deep. Very deep, very fast. Oh yeah, this one also can be used in midair. So there's 3 that can be used in midair. I use this one against Tokugawa Yoshinobu. So when he goes into the Dark Realm, and you know, when he flies up, I'm like, well, I'll fly with you, bro. And then I'm slicing him in midair. And it works, and it's very safe. Yes, Tengen is a ninja exclusive spirit. So the Guardian Spirit skills can do burst breaks, and so can the summons. So it's just up to the player to figure out how to work with them. And so there's an intense amount of complexity with that. There is no like one is better than the other type of deal. And that doesn't take into account how different Guardian Spirit skills will do different key damage and different utility. I mean, there's a whole toolkit to be aware of. Here, I'll try to show it to you. I'll try to let him do a burst attack. Oh, well, the Scampus got the kill. Yes, Guardian Spirit summons and skills both burst break. Yes, that is correct. So there's a lot of planning you can do. There's a lot of crazy things you can do. It just depends on how it works, how you use it, I guess. Wish you could do a Samurai Guardian skill that puts you in the air. And then do a flash attack as follow-up with an aerial ninja guardian skill. That would be cool. Right, we do need more launching skills. Do guardian spirit skills cancel your attacks? Yes. Yeah, they cancel your attacks. I use them all the time for that purpose. Will you actually look to explore Soul Core summons and what you can do with them at any point? Maybe, but they're kind of in the same spot for me as Onmyo Magic was in Nioh 2 and Nioh 1. They seem like an enhancement to my play, but not something I really want to focus on. I already have so much goodness that I can work with in between these two styles, I like just don't need to bother. Oh, I just missed a raid. What the hell? Is that just now? Oh no, you just raided me just now, okay. I'm tripping. Humane Entertainment, it's good to see you. How are you? Hope you're doing well, thanks for the raid. Land Prower Kopaka, thanks for the raid as well. Okay. I thought I like just blatantly missed it. Alright, let's try this out. Close enough, I guess. Not a boss I want to go too crazy with, but oh well, one's a win. Okay, so for Lands information, Neo 3 is an open world compared to Neo 1 and 2, which are mission level based. Yep. Okay, you're introducing him to the franchise right now? Yeah. Oni Ryu on YouTube? No. You know, just no. Just nah. No. Just... You're done. There's still a mission, but they're kind of within the open world. Probably why they added jumping. Yeah. So, Lan, what you can do if you enjoy Neo 1, you can always take a look at things, the demo for Neo 3 in case you're curious. It's... Gameplay in this game, in my opinion, is a dramatic upgrade compared to Neo 2, and definitely Neo 1. So you'll notice a lot of similarities in between the two, but it's a pretty remarkably different experience. Oni Ryu, no speedster build, just for you. Everyone else can have one, just not you. You also have Samurai Ninja Style. Samurai Style is more like Neo 1 and 2. Yep, well, Ninja Style takes some of the stuff from Ninja Gaiden, yeah. It's very unique, though. I'm going only Ninja for this run, but I've played with both, and I'm comfortable with switching in between both styles, but right now I'm trying to upgrade my Ninja Style knowledge for basically the whole game, so I can understand how to work with Ninja Style at large. And then do the same for Samurai Style, so that when I combine the two, I'm very comfortable with both at all times. And so it's a tall order, but it's a lot of fun. And you can feel free to ask questions, of course. For example, my damage is considered to be shit, but that's intentional. I'm guessing... Oh, the Naruto run? Yeah, look, Naruto run. I'm guessing there will only be a way to permanently make summons unlimited in the DLCs. Yeah, I think it'll probably be like Grace of Tsukiyomi has that or something. No, Oni Ryu, this is why, you know what? You're done, you're retired. Stupid mage, where are you? Yeah, we got a Zuno drop. You'll stop at the Gaki jokes for now? Press X for doubt. Alright, thanks for dropping by. Hope you sleep well. Hello, Pooper Llama. Just curious how you'd feel about Kajiwara Kagetoki and Gaki Chief mixed into one. Look. Just anything. No. Just. Oh my god. Oni Ryu, this is your alternate account. Guaranteed. Therefore, I will not answer. Anything with Gaki Chief is bad. Plain and simple. Bruh, an ad for therapy popped up right when you crashed out. Yeah, I might need some. I don't believe you, Oni Ryu. Seriously?
ここまでよ。所詮は人のみ、こやつにかなうまい。様に立てつくその力、野放しにはせん。
Get out of here. Well, not bad, all things considered. Just a lot of moving around, a shit ton of mist, and that did it. Sweet. Okay. This guy was annoying, especially when I tried to fight him in samurai style. He kept running away, so I couldn't get a hold of him. It was like fighting Floyd Mayweather or something. Yeah, it's pretty tricky. Hey, I just got Neo 3. I'm kind of nervous. I'm grinding before Masakage, so I want to get it to level 20 at least. Okay. Unfair. If you want to be leveled up, that makes sense. Is there something I can help you with? So I'm gonna stick to ninja style since it's my first Neo game. Yeah, go for it. Go with whatever you find fun and you're comfortable with. I don't think I have to, yeah, I don't think I have time for this. Yeah, I don't. I'll save these two for next time. This ought to be interesting, though. I can do maybe some cleanup in Region 1. Do I want to, though? I'm not really that big on these missions. Currently have the dual blades, and avoiding his attacks is the hardest thing since it covers 1/4 of the area. I know, right? This game can be pretty tricky. This game can be quite tricky, so there's a lot to learn, a lot to understand, and it can be overwhelming.
いらっしゃい。また来てね。
just my general advice is what Tree is already saying. Do whatever is fun. Play with the cheese, play without the cheese, it legit just doesn't matter. However you want to enjoy your game, do so.
人の誠意など儚い。日々を無駄にするなよ。
You're getting a better grasp of ninja style from the stream. Hey, me too. Yeah, sure, what the hell. Oh, all right. Oh. Samurai style. Well, tomorrow, and I most likely will be playing tomorrow. I've been streaming like every day. I don't need to record anymore. Tomorrow I'll try Tonfa. And now Tonfa will be more interesting because I don't have the distance that I'm used to with Mist, so could be fun. But what I'll do tomorrow is go Tonfa and I can use any of the other weapons again. And just kind of keep switching. Ah. So what are you guys saying? Makes me nostalgic on my first Neo 2 playthrough. Switchblade, Cyclone Spam, and co-op. Yeah, I remember that. There definitely is a learning curve to understanding Team Ninja games, which once you get it will help on all their games. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Fleetfoot since it hits. Fleetfoot, yeah. You had a bad experience with Axe in Neo 1, never played it again, picked it up in Neo 3 a few days ago. The weapon is bonkers. Yeah, Axe feels really good in Neo 3. It is pretty much a very complete kit now. You've got guard quick, guard strong. So you even got an on key pulse attack like Cestus's do. So that's pretty cool. You even have like multi-parry abilities that are kind of cool too. After a strong attack and after a quick attack, like that is super good. It's super good. It's super complete. It's now like main weapon type shit. Not like, oh, it's a good secondary. It's like, no, you can just main this shit. So it's like on the level of sword and spear in terms of options and whatnot, which is great. Because I wanted every weapon to feel as complete as those weapons did. So pretty rad. Makes a big difference. Odachi I think is pretty fun too. I would like to see a little bit more love for dual swords. It's certainly an improvement, but it doesn't have strong attack unders yet, which I really wish it had. Sword has it, spear has it, axe has it, Odachi has it, Cestus's has always had it. Switchglaive does not have it. I would like for it to have it. Yeah, go ahead, axe your question. Oniryu, you're done. Yeah, I wish dual swords and Switchglaive just got a little bit more. We'll have to see what happens. With Samurai dual sword, I can do the key pulse follow up into Flux 2 and Frost Moon. Oh, I haven't had luck doing that with the axe. I consider that to just be spaghetti code. I haven't been able to do it, so maybe it's possible, but I got no clue. Yeah, Oniryu, I don't trust you. Imagine if retreating axe was a low frost moon attack, that'd be ridiculous. Maybe intentional axe already had too nasty. It's already too nasty without a ton of free key attacks. I don't know. Now that I've gotten more comfortable with Mist, a lot of these abilities that I previously didn't understand make a lot more sense now. So for example, if I take Twirling Top, which is this side strong move, right? I'd be like, what the fuck's the point of this shit? Can't I just like walk around, same purpose? Like, alright, I guess. It seems very underwhelming. But if I pair it with Mist, it means I can keep an enemy distracted for longer. Yeah, Hatchet has a similar move, Ninja Sword has a similar move too. does have iframes. Wait, it has iframes? Wait, it has iframes? Am I tripping? I think it has iframes. Okay, let me test. No way. Most definitely has iframes. I think you're right. I'm learning this now. Changes misbehavior, reduces distance traveled, but increases invulnerability. I guess it's considered a dodge, so it's a free dodge with iframes. Really now? You don't get the evade though? Yeah. Okay, well, cool. Alright, well. Interesting, so Mist does have iframes? I guess I'm not 100% certain about that, but that certainly makes things interesting. Oh well. Things for me to muse on and think about for a different day. Cool though. It's really gonna change certain fights. If I have that information, it can do quite a lot. I have iframes during the dodge portion of it. That's pretty rad. So much to learn, so much cool shit to do. That's why I'm doing this run. And I'm learning, it's paying off rather significantly. Alright, well, I'm gonna dip out. Thank you guys so much for watching, for being here as usual. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure about Miss iframes either. It seems like it doesn't a lot of time for me. I'll have to learn. What weapons am I thinking about for next stream? So Tonfa and then something else. I haven't used Tonfa yet, so I'll use Tonfa next time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all later. Take care, and bye!